The next one, there's a temple in the sky in Ocarina of Time.
Something in the sky.
Rauru, couldn't you be like all the other sages and get locked away in your own temple while you waited for Link to finish his 7-year nap? You are entirely to blame for the Sky Temple rumors, which started when fans tried to figure out where exactly the Sage of Light came from. Maybe they were a bit hasty, deciding that the temple was real, and a certain 3-sided object could be found there, without any proof whatsoever, but you should know better than to taunt them. While plenty of explanations exist about how to reach the Sky Temple, throwing a bomb in the lava pit at Ganon's castle, I think I've heard that, one-shotting a giant skeleton in Hyrule Field, and using its skull as a What?
A telepad?
Using using a skull as... None have been... Is she like making up stuff to add to it?
No, because I heard the bomb one.
No, like
getting a bomb right.
But using the skull to warp there?
Maybe. I heard one rumor where it was like you had to go to back to the Shadow Temple after you defeated it. After you defeated Bongo Bongo, but you have to go as Child Link, and then there's all these sort of weird rumors that I heard, but I'm pretty sure it's just kids making stuff up because we were all kids. Everyone in the world was a kid in the 90s.
Alright, none have been shown to work, and there's no footage to suggest the temple's real, while one YouTuber claimed to have found it after beating the running... What? The assertion was brutally debunked, and with little chance of recovery, the search for the mighty Polygon continued. After beating the... Okay.
What? Why would that unlock a dungeon? Why?
Does not fit Zelda at all. Weirdos.
That's unique.
Also,
Gibbs in the chat, he says, I heard that you had to use a bomb on a Sheikah stone and ride it as a...
That is good.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
I mean, that's one of my favorite features in Ocarina of Time, if I'm being honest, just setting off those stones, okay? That was one of the first things I learned as a kid.
It's hilarious.
Okay, I see what it is. The YouTube channel claimed that they beat the Running Man, and it unlocked like a portion of the dungeon or something. I don't know. Anyways, the reason that they suggest there's a Sky Temple is not because of Rauru, because he has his temple. It is the Temple of Time. He is locked in the Temple of Light, not the Temple of Time, or not the Temple of the Sky or whatever. So he has the Temple of Light, which houses the Chamber of Sages, and then he gives you the Light Medallion. So yeah, like you kind of see one of the rooms in the Temple of Light, and then some people think Temple of Light's the same thing as the Temple of Time because Zelda gives you the light arrows in the temple, and then it has the Light Medallion as the crest. So like it doesn't have a time medallion, it has the light medallion. Nowhere is it suggested that Rauru is the Sage of the Sky. He's the thing. What made people think there was a Sky Dungeon was because of Ura stuff, but most notably, the Forest Medallion is like a fan. So like it references wind blowing. So that's where that comes from. And then the forest section in Ganon's castle has nothing to do with the actual forest. It's all fans blowing you around, which makes people again think wind.
It's a wind dungeon.
And then in Twilight Princess, which is like the spiritual successor to Ocarina of Time, whenever they made their forest temple, it has like half of it is a wind dungeon.
And there's a lot of wind puzzles in the Forest Haven in Wind Waker as well, actually.
Yeah. So that.
Twilight had a city in the sky.
Yeah.
The Uku.
Yes.
And then
Uku.
Skyward Sword was entirely based off of that. So, just like Aonuma Miyamoto says, unused content from one game goes to another. I don't understand that Rauru thing, though. Like, they explain...
I guess because he was the sage, so they expect that he would have a dungeon, too. But
well,
he
yeah,
doesn't.
but, like, he's the Sage of Light. They say that he's in the Chamber of Sages, which is inside the Temple of Light, which is inside the Sacred Realm. So it's like his dungeon isn't even in Hyrule. I don't know.
True. I don't know either.
It's weird. All right. I clicked off of my thing. I think it was so dumb that I exited off. So, Ilya, would you like to take it so I can catch up?
Yes. Yes, which by the way, who is it? Sono Koduku says Tingle is Ganon in disguise.
Oh, yeah,
True.
could be.
It's canon. It's canon.
Could be.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, the next rumor that turned out to be completely fake is you can break into Fado's house in Twilight Princess. One of the 3 Fados, but
I've never even thought
Anyway.
about this.
I have. Because you can never get in there. And I always wanted to know what was in there.
you know,
Mhm.
says, okay, dude, take a breath here. Sure, there's nothing wrong with breaking into a few NPCs' houses and taking all their valuable stuff since none of them actually seem to care. Plus, you might find something really useful. And hey, who's the hero of time here? Guess that
Not
point
the
hero
Link
of
in Twilight Princess.
Yeah, that's the hero of Twilight, so, you know.
Well, that's the thing
But
at the
when you
beginning of
react
this
to it-
article. Sorry to interrupt, but at the beginning of
Yeah.
the article, instead of saying Link, it refers to him as the hero of time, which, fueled a lot of speculation with Breath of the Wild. When they were doing the Nintendo Treehouse, one of the Nintendo Treehouse employees, I forgot her name, but she used to work for IGN, and then she moved to Nintendo Treehouse.
Right.
But she referred to Link as the hero of time in the game.
Oh, did she?
Yeah, so that made a lot of
Whoops.
people, including myself,
Oh.
think, "Ooh, she slipped up." And
It's like, oh no, she leaked some information.
yeah, and it turns
Yeah.
out it had nothing to do with the hero of time.
Yeah,
So
'cause
continue,
So sad.
Ilya.
this is a pretty common misconception, though, where people refer to all Links as the quote-unquote hero of time because throughout all of time he is the hero. But really, that term specifically refers to the Link from
Link's
Ocarina of Time and
Awakening.
Majora's Mask.
Oh,
Because he's the hero of time. The other Links are heroes of whatever else they're doing.
Awakening. Heroes of Awakening.
No. No, he's got I think he's just... I can't think... What is his title? A Link to the Past and Link's Awakening. I think he's just referred to as the hero of Hyrule. And then...
Maybe.
you know, there's the hero of winds, the hero of twilight, the hero of trains. I don't know.
Breath of the Wild Link is called Hero of Hyrule too.
I
I
thought
know
it was
Zelda
Hero of the
calls
Wild.
that.
Oh yeah, because he's got the
Well-
tuning of the wild.
Well, Zelda
Hero
says
of the
to him,
sky.
Zelda says to him at the end, "Thank you, Link," or whatever, the hero of Hyrule.
Oh.
Zelda 1 Link is also referred to as the hero of Hyrule. Zelda 1 and 2.
They're the same Link?
So, well, someone on Nintendo
Absolutely.
slipped up, but yeah, I mean it's not an umbrella term for all the Links. It is
Nope.
just that one character, his title, and now you know. And knowing is at least a large portion of the battle.
Alright. Continue,
It's
Ilya.
half,
Sorry
it's
for
half the
that.
battle. It's half. The, sorry. Tangent time.
Okay. So, continuing, because she said Hero of Time, but it's actually Hero of Twilight. Anyway, but when you react to a single lockdown house by starting a rumor that you could totally get in it if you just try harder, maybe use some cheats, and, dude, I think you have a problem. While there is no indication in Twilight Princess that Fado's house is accessible or interesting enough to bother trying to get in, Okay, yeah, I read that weird. Some fans were just too curious to let it go. This led to rumors that it really could be done if you just knew the trick. A lot of the rumors weren't even started out of genuine interest, but by jokesters intent on crushing their fellow players' dreams of virtual home invasion. It was eventually discovered that Link could technically get into the house, but only by glitching through the door into the uncoded void beyond and breaking the game. So, breaking and entering?
So, I think it was also another source of debunking this. Again, as I mentioned before, the Boundary Break channel. That's what he's called. That took me a second. He tested this just because he had fans asking him if he... Oh my god, Link's face fell off again. I gotta stop fidgeting with this guy. He tested it out, and there's nothing coded there. There's no loading zone doorway. I'm knocking everything over. There's nothing. There's nothing in there. So it's not even like they just decided to seal it away. I think they just never programmed anything there to begin with.
Nope.
Because most other buildings will have the door and there's a loading zone. Not this time. Sorry.
Isn't there the place in Ocarina of Time that you can't get into as an adult? Or, like, as a kid?
Which place?
Like, the one where, like, they say the boy's not there. Like, next to the guard on the left.
Oh, in Kakariko.
Yeah.
Right, I think so.
They always say, like, the boy's not here. Yeah, and then if you go into it as a child, you still enter the shop.
Yeah. So I think you're not... Like, they didn't have anything there for Child Link. So you kind of have to just glitch into it if you do go in.
Yeah.
But yeah. It's a weird time.
Your turn, Daniel.
Ooh, okay. You can get phantom arrows by killing the phantom guide. First of all, why would you want to do that? It's the only chillest cool Poe in the game. Oh, except for the... That's not true. It's the Composer Brothers. That's beside the point. You know, arrows made out of silver, magical ice, or pure life-giving light are okay, but you know what would be really cool? Arrows made out of ghosts! Heck, yeah, that'd be so awesome that I'd totally complete a bunch of bizarre tasks outlined by a stranger on the internet to get them. That's pretty much how the Phantom Arrows rumor in Ocarina of Time shook out. And it ended about as well as you'd expect. While different versions of the rumor change details here and there, the basic concept remains consistent. First, you have to catch all the big Poe ghosts floating around Hyrule Field. Then you have to find the Phantom Guide in the Haunted Wasteland, re-kill him or something, visit the Poe Collector in Hyrule, and profit. As you can probably guess, there's no proof that these Phantom Arrows ever existed, and if anyone has successfully obtained them, they've been quiet about it, so they don't exist. Jesse did it, though. Now, all we have are arrows imbued with flesh-rending fire and ice. Dang.
So
I never heard this one, actually.
I haven't either. Do they say what happens? Like, what do they just make the enemies disappear? Or like, do they just like vanish away? Like,
maybe. Like you hit them with the arrow and they just like poof, into smoke
also,
and just gone.
I disagree with what you said. The coolest Poe. I think the Poe hunter person is the coolest if he counts as a Poe.
Does it count as a Poe?
Well, he's the kid from the graveyard.
Supposedly.
Well, he has a stick.
Anyone can have a stick. It's not confirmed. There's speculation that he's that kid, but then he's in Majora's Mask as well.
He likes all the spoopy stuff.
And so he likes spoopy stuff.
Wait, is the Poe Collector in Majora's Mask?
Yes.
What is he in Majora's Mask?
He's in Ikana Canyon. First,
you
talk to him and he's like, "You shouldn't be here yet." But then you
he's sitting on top of the...
Oh, yeah, and then he's like, "Oh, you should be here now, I guess. So here's a tree. I'm gonna make it appear for you, and you can hookshot.
Okay.
And then he makes you fight the Poe Sisters in his little game of fighting Poes. He
has
village.
the cave.
Yeah, it's like one of the houses there, and you go in, and he's like, "You pay me money, and I will make you fight the Poe Sisters from the Forest Temple in the last game." And then
we need an excuse to reuse these character models.
Yes, exactly. And then you get a heart piece for it, I think. So, for actually beating them.
I don't remember that.
But it's totally just recycling fights from the last game.
That's in the original, not the 3D?
I think it's in both.
I don't remember it in the original. So I played like 99% through Majora's Mask, the original, on Nintendo 64.
Okay.
And I had everything except one heart piece. This could have been that heart piece. See, that's the thing. I don't know. I had a walkthrough of the heart pieces printed out, and I would spend like days and days after school or during the summer. Yeah, like redoing all of the side quests to get the heart pieces, and I would always, I would never have the right one. So, but like I don't remember doing that, and I don't remember doing the spider house.
I think which spider house? There's two.
Well, both of them. I don't remember doing either.
Okay.
But I must have, because I had the Mask of Truth and I had the heart piece.
The other one gives you a big wallet. So.
It doesn't give you a heart piece?
There is a heart piece inside it.
Well,
but then at the end of it, you get the bigger wallet.
That's the thing, though. Is like I don't remember doing the Poe thing, and I don't remember doing the spider house, because I remember I was doing a video and it said something about the lakeside spider house, and I was like, the what?
You know, there's the fisherman's hut, and then he's next door neighbors with a haunted house full of spiders.
Yep.
It's normal.
Yeah.
In the chat, Javier Vasquez says, is the Poe collector from Mask the same one from Ocarina of Time? And I think yes, personally, but maybe not. It's not.
Oh, I commented and said, no, it's a parallel world.
I think it is. I think it's the same guy, because... I mean, well, we could get into the Termina debate about how Termina's existence...
Well, I'd look at it as, like, one's the future and one's in the past.
Yeah,
so he would have had to gone to Termina to... He traveled...
Maybe that's the thing.
He traveled from Termina to Hyrule.
That's the thing, because he likes the bleak stuff. He likes living in the ghost town that was Icona. Link saved that heckin' place, and
you
he's
made
like,
a theory.
Yeah, this isn't my scene anymore.
You made a theory.
Oh, actually, no, wait, that didn't happen in that timeline, though.
Well, J-Link just said, shh,
but
Ilya.
He could have went...
That's where Link is because he's dead. MatPet said so.
He could have went...
J-Link, leave.
No, so he could have went from...
for him to shut up.
He could have went from Termina to Hyrule despite whatever Link's actions are.
That's true. Either way, he could have gone there. Who knows? Like in my head, he's too unique of a character to be... for there to be two of them. That's my opinion.
He's like
I guess I assumed he was a parallel character, like you see almost like a young and old Milan, but it's not Milan.
Yeah.
Romani and...
Isn't Dampé in both? Like he's still named Dampé? Damp?
Yes.
There's that weird, creepy guy.
It's very different between the two games.
True.
And he's not... In Majora's Mask, the whole quest with him is just very... annoying. Like, his AI is so poor in that game. That's bad.
Alright, so do we go to the next one?
Yes, sorry.
What the What?
What? The next one? Oh, I like this screenshot, but it's funny. It's funny because the screenshot... Okay. The image for this article, just so you guys watching, maybe Jesse, you should bring it up on screen. It's Link in Twilight Princess riding a motorcycle.
It almost made me say a bad word.
It's funny because it's like such foreshadowing. And Ashley, when she made this article, she didn't know it. She didn't know what she was predicting here. But Link, in the years to come after this, rides not one but 2 motorcycles. In Mario Kart and then in Breath of the Wild.
Is it 3?
It's not 1, it's 2.
Well, is it the same Master Cycle in both games? Or does it look
In
different?
both Mario Kart and Breath of the Wild?
Yeah, like they added the Master Cycle.
There's the Master Cycle. There's Master Cycle 0, which is the one in Breath of the Wild.
And then, but does it look the same when they added it to Breath
So the one in Mario Kart 8 standard.
No. When they added the DLC to Breath of the Wild like a month ago, does the bike look identical to Breath of the Wild? Excuse me.
So the one from Mario Kart?
The one they added.
The one in the one they just added to Mario Kart. It is the one from Breath of the Wild. So there's the Mario Kart 8's Master Cycle. Then they added Breath of the Wild Link with Master Cycle 0 into Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. The game I don't even have, by the way. So it is identical, but this one is just, I don't know, a pretty normal looking motorcycle. That's pretty funny.
Alright.
Anyways.
Ilya, take this one.
It's funny.
Skip me.
Go, Ilya, go.
I almost ruined it by saying a bad word. Anyways.
Okay. So, there's going to be a Zelda game set in the future.
10,000 years in the future.
I know, that's what I was just thinking of.
Any
a Legend
game.
of Zelda game set in a cyberpunk future? Question mark. Using the not at all obvious title, A Link to the Future, advertised with footage compiled from Google Images and the voices of random podcasters, where Epona is a motorcycle. Anyway, and first announced on April Fool's Day. Sounds legit. Unlike EGM, which actually tried to make its Zelda-inspired April Fools at least kind of believable, the fine folks at We.tv went in the exact opposite direction. Using one of the least convincing fake trailers ever made, they actually got people to believe that a futuristic Zelda game was in the works. Particularly after Miyamoto hinted that Twilight Princess would be the last of its kind. The charade was exposed pretty quickly by folks none too happy about the Google image rating thing, but people kept believing it for quite some time. Heck, some still swear by it six years later. Well, at least we got them thinking about the future. Yeah.
It's funny because the sort of like concept art for Breath of the Wild has like aliens and stuff in it and spaceships.
That's true.
And then the some of the original concepts for the first Zelda game were to set it in the future.
Yep, because it was going to be like computer chips or something, right?
Yeah. Exactly, like computer chips instead of Triforce pieces originally. Yeah, so that's funny. I'm just skimming through this fake trailer that they had, and it shows a lot of like concept art, not actual like footage, but it's really weird. I can't believe they convinced people with this.
I know.
Yeah. Wow.
It's so obvious that it's fake. It's like, do you really think Nintendo would stoop to this low for a trailer? Like, no.
Doesn't look like a lot of these concept arts are even related to each other. That's the thing.
No.
It's bad.
And yeah, it's funny, we did end up getting a motorcycle, and there was concept of aliens and spaceships, UFOs, and whatnot.
And it did take place in the future.
In the future, yeah, in that it was technically after.
And so did Ocarina of Time. You skipped 7 years.
Mm-hmm. Daniel, would you like to take the last?
Sure.
Sure.
The Tetra Force. Really?
Is that a rumor?
That's but the Tetra Force was
There's so many theories about it.
Well, I know it's a theory, but like I didn't know there was a rumor that you could get it in a game or something. Tell us about it. I'm intrigued, Daniel.
So Ashley writes, one who reads this article will be able to see what's hidden in the darkness. So I hope you are paying attention. As appealing some of these rumors may be, they are nonetheless fake. And you're better off knowing the truth where you... Oh, this is just the end of it. This is not an actual item.
Oh.
Yeah, this is just the end of the article. She's saying, like, I hope you didn't believe any of that stuff because it was all fake.
Why does she say Tetra Force?
I don't know. So
let's find her on Twitter and ask her. Okay,
you confused me with your article from 4 years ago.
Hi, Ashley. I read this article you wrote 4 years ago, just now.
I almost made a video while I was at school. Actually, no, I did. I made a script, a crappy script, and recorded myself talking about the Tetra Force theory. And then I went back and watched it, and I was like, I'm literally babbling. Like, it's not even a coherent script. It's not even something that's like, oh, this is just what people think of the Tetra Force. I had, like, this weird theory in my head, and I don't even remember what it was. And I was like, I just need to delete this video. This can never be shown to people. This is terrible.
In the chat, Javier Vasquez says Miyamoto sadly denied the Tetra Force theory a while back.
Yeah, but he's also Bowser's
not sadly.
Jr.'s mom.
Not sadly at all. I'm glad he put a clamp on that business.
Yeah.
He nipped that rumor in the bud, because honestly, ugh. Yes.
Like, I thought it was a cool theory when I first heard about it, and, like, the whole idea of, like, oh, it's represented by the color purple, and what would the fourth thing be? Is it time? And, you know, is it the Sheikah? Look at all these things having 4, and I'm like, that's really cool. It's fake.
Yeah.
But that's a cool thought.
So the timeline video that I did a week before it almost kind of got confirmed, which was kind of odd. I talk about if it were real, to use a lot of similarities and comparisons. But like in that video, I say, like, you know, not that it is real, but if it was, and then related it to Hylia and everything to kind of strengthen it. But even in that, where it's like, yeah. And then there's videos where someone did a video about how the Forgotten Temple proves the Tetra Force.
I don't know how.
But it doesn't. I watched the video.
It's just a temple about the goddess Hylia.
And it has a giant statue of Hylia, and then that's it.
And also it has a lot of panic in it.
Oh, yeah.
Because there's a ton of guardians.
Yeah, walking into that one, and you just see, like, 5 lasers on you, and you're like, oh, no.
Like,
no.
I don't want this.
I totally cheesed that area.
Oh?
So cheesed it.
Did you just run around with the Guardian shield?
No, I would hide, shoot, and then hide, shoot again, hide. I just kept hiding and finding those perfect spots where there was no way they could hurt me. I never got hit once, but it took me like an hour.
I remember I did it on a live stream, and I actually tried my best to reflect all of the lasers and kill all of the Guardians.
And did you?
Yeah.
Successfully? Yeah? Oh, good.
Yeah.
You know what's funny is, though, better than that one is there's that room, there's the like,
oh yeah, under the labyrinth
in the north, and then you fall into the room, and there's just like guardians everywhere, and it's just, oh, I love it, but there's that moment where you're just like, oh, no.
Yeah, I ran away in that one. Like, I got the chest and left.
Oh, no, I killed them all.
That was me most of Breath of the Wild was running away.
I don't run. If there's a guardian and it comes after me, I just charge right at it. I'm like, because you gotta get it before it gets you. That's the thing.
And it
otherwise Charles could get hurt, and I can't take that risk.
You did take that risk.
You could have gone to Melania and gotten him back, technically.
I don't.
There is no other.
I don't want a zombie horse.
I don't want to face the shame of having to go up and be like, yeah, my horse died, you know, and he's gonna be like judgmental about it. So.
Yeah. All right. Are you guys ready for the mailbag?
Yes.
All right, everybody that's watching in the chat, ask us your questions. Tag Daniel,
Do it.
tag me, tag Ilya.
Yes.
Are you guys in the chat?
I'm in the
Yes.
chat. Are you in the chat? Someone asked earlier if Jesse if you could see the chat. That probably.
Yeah, I see the chat. I have it on two screens. My laptop and my other monitor. But I also use my other monitor to read the news. Okay. So everyone, this is the Zelda mailbag. After this, we're going to be going bye-bye. So ask your questions, and then we'll answer them.
Yes.
All right. What's up, everybody? I am Jesse, or GameOverJesse. I messed that up. Ilya, would you like to do it? You've never
What?
done. You've never
I did
introduced the
one.
mailbag.
Jesse did it.
I introduced the last thing.
You've never introduced
yeah.
the mailbag.
Oh,
It's
the
time.
mailbag.
So you have to be like, "What's up?"
Time has come.
Yeah. Do it the exact same way, but then give shout outs to the Patreon supporters.
In this one?
Yeah.
Okay, let me make sure I open up the thing to the thingy. Because that was so descriptive. Okay, yeah, I know what I got to do. I got this. Hold on.
got it.
Spit up my gum.
Yeah, you're a fan. You said you watched the podcast and would get excited when we would read yours. So just like recall back to those times.
Yes, so cool. Anyway, got a lot of my questions answered actually. Alright, are you all ready? Yes? I'm not actually looking at you guys, so.
Oh.
Oh, okay. We're
Yes.
Okay. Because I'm
ready.
looking at the
I was nodding
Patreons.
before, so.
I assumed by the silence that I got nods. Anyway.
Hey everyone, it's me again, Ilya Rose. I just wanted to say thank you so much for watching this video. And you know what? If you're a fan of videos like this, you should totally subscribe and give this video a like and comment below to let us know what type of videos you would like to see us create in the future. And if you would really like to support all of us here at the GameOverJesse channel, please consider purchasing a GameOverJesse t-shirt or becoming a Patreon at patreon.com/GameOverJesse, where you can receive many rewards, such as getting shoutouts, having any topic or theory that you select discussed on the podcast or made into its own video, having your question answered, joining on as a guest on the podcast, and playing with us during our Twitch live streams at twitch.tv/GameOverJesse, and much, much more.